The eternal entrapment scenario. When trying to copy somebody's idea because it may seem like a reasonable idea or an easy deed of a good outcome of a trend. But if you decide to be greedy when taking somebody else's idea for seeking more power for the future or just for the moment, you should know if you get caught you will look foolish and the emotion of greed will reflect on you. If this happens, your reputation will be carrying the label of a fool or a lazy individual. The reason this can happen is that you were fooled by glory, and getting fooled by glory can be your entombment of ever receiving a greater glory that can appear in your reality. This is why I called this scenario the eternal entrapment, because you may have been deceived into taking on the wrong action that limited or restricted you from having the greater glory because of the image that you had obtained that can have been prevented. You can have been outmaneuvered because you were the follower instead of becoming the leader, which made you a step behind in obtaining a great opportunity when it appeared. Fools and the wise have one thing in common, and they both believe they can do what they see others do. But once you make that decision, you will find out it wasn't that easy to do so, especially without the right wisdom. Humans are creatures of wanting something, and we will want something that others want or others may already have, a similar situation of copying one's desire. But don't be a fool because people will give you something you want or enough of something you want, and the provider will know you will want more in the future. They would go as far as making it your habit or a trend to ensure their control over you, so you, the fool in this case, will keep coming to benefit their reality and making it seem it can benefit yours, but in some cases, it could be beneficial. If the provider becomes necessary to your reality, you will never surpass the provider if you never change course. You will become the fool that always needs the provider's help, not knowing it will cost you more in the long run because you are under the provider's control. This world is ruled by greed, and the provider will up the price, and you will have little control of the situation or circumstances at hand because the provider sees that you kept coming, meaning you like or need the things that the provider provided. They would give you the option to further their purpose that will bring comfort or seem fair to the fool or victim in this case, and whatever the victim chooses will still be under the spell of the provider. Now let's say you wanted to become a provider with some ideas for a scheme. If you can predict the outcome, pursue the deed, and accomplish a repeated value from an individual, then you have achieved pure evil of manipulation. This is pure evil, and the one way to avoid this is to become independent by depending on yourself and gain power by becoming the provider. Sometimes what seems far could be close by, and what appears close by can be far, so don't be fooled by glory on hurrying up a solution to satisfy your greed of making a profit. It's wise to be patient because it allows you to be more familiar with the pattern to make a better decision, and it can be a mistake if you rush, which can last for a lifetime. After all, copying can lift your reality, but you should consider changing course for a better purpose because copying is your provider that can last forever, and that's another reason why I called this scenario eternal entrapment. Also, don't get fooled by glory because getting fooled by glory is your entombment of a greater glory. Meaning, in simple terms, is that you would want something at the moment of time under your reality, but you could have something better in the future. It's wise to be patient. From the book Life Lesson from Epic by Meshach Ford, out now on Amazon.